What's up, family? Live Free, Laura D here. And I've got to say, I am genuinely impressed with the growth and the evolution of this psychedelic community. Some people are calling this time the third wave, and we have truly come a long way. A lot more people are starting to talk about the importance of plant medicine integration, and this is really good news. Because what's the point of working with psychedelics or sacred plant medicines if we're not willing to integrate them? If we're not willing to translate the wisdom and the guidance and the insights we receive into our everyday lives? Because these substances, they're not magic bullets, they're not cure-all solutions. And I say that with a lot of humility because I too have shown up at the altar praying for rapid transformation. And I have actually had profound experiences in ceremony where I went through a deep cellular reset, almost like an instantaneous transformation. And what I've come to realize is that the environment that I find myself in and the choices and decisions that I make in the days, the weeks, and the months to come following an experience like that really requires a lot of dedicated effort to support that kind of change. So yes, change can happen incredibly rapidly, but more often than not, it takes a lot of time. These behavioral patterns, these thought patterns, our beliefs are deeply entrenched and they take time to shift. And we know that psychedelics and plant medicines can help us make these changes. Research is showing that they help support neuroplasticity, which essentially means they help us choose new thoughts, new behaviors. They help us to change in our lives. But they are only one tool in the tool set of transformational healing and expansion of consciousness. They are only 1% of the equation. And if we choose to walk the medicine path, then we need to know that the other 99% of the equation is integration. And plant medicines can show us the way. They can illuminate the pathway, but we need to be willing to take the first step. We need to be willing to walk the path. And we shouldn't be disillusioned about the fact that this takes a lot of courage and it takes a lot of commitment and a lot of strength. Because it's not always easy. Growth is not always easy. Change is not always easy. And it takes an enormous amount of trust and surrender when all we want to do is hold on for dear life. And it requires us to let go of all that we thought to be true. So yes, sometimes this can be really painful and challenging, but all that we gain from walking this path is so far greater than anything that we let go of along the way. So the question is, are you willing? Are you willing to show up for the 99% of time that you're not in ceremony or that you're not in your psychedelic journey so that you can become a more kind, a more loving, a more generous person in the moments that it really matters, so that you can show up for your own growth and transformation and healing, not just for yourself, but for humanity, for the healing of this planet. So our intention that we show up with is so important. So let's show up with the intention to integrate our experiences, because if you are willing, then absolutely these powerful substances can be incredible tools for growth and transformational healing.